Welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I'm joined once again by two of Wise Take's finest NBA DFS analysts. We got our boy BK. You can find him on Twitter at BKBorn8315. BK also writes our NBA cash game articles with GPP pivots over at wisetake.com. BK, how you doing tonight, man?
Good, I'm good. Ready to get back into NBA. Nice slate.
Yeah, we got 10 games. We got some stuff already, so some news that we've already heard, a couple different things. Did you play football at all, BK, or no? I know you don't play too much on Sundays more.
Yeah, a couple lineups.
Just
the
something
usual
busy on a Sunday?
Yeah, something to sweat.
Yeah,
the usual. NFL sucks.
Yeah, it's been rough. But I finally did it. Finally had a good week, man, on both FanDuel and DraftKings. Won a decent amount of money, so I was happy about that. Wanted to ask our boy Cash. I think Cash had another day where he had like two terrible players and still found a way to min cash. The saga continues, guys. You can find Cash on Twitter at CashinDFS. Cash, am I right, man? Is that what happened?
Yes. Antonio Brown and D.D. Westbrook each put up a 3. And I still cashed again.
Still,
3 weeks in a row.
Weeks.
Last 2 weeks, his quarterbacks getting me 3s and 4s. 2s and 4s. This week, it's 2 wide receivers getting me 3s. One of them cost me $9,300 freaking dollars.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
But yeah,
did it again. Found a way to get a couple duds and still min cash. And I spent weeks couldn't sniff the min cash.
Fun.
This dude picks 2 players, gets 2s and 3s, but still manages to find the cash line. But
it's so fun. I can't even tell you how fun it is.
Yeah, no. I can imagine. I finally, like I said, man, I'm just happy that I finally not only survived an NFL week, but I got NFL. Like the last 3 years, phenomenal for me. This year was rough. I finally did it. Cam, all in on Cam and Greg Olsen. That's what we did. But you know what? This is not an NFL show. This is an NBA show. And I'm excited to get back to the NBA because football is once a week, and then I just don't feel right all day. Like, you don't feel right. Like, it took you all week to do the research, and the night before, you're staying up late, doing the last things, you set the lineups, and once the game starts, you just get this pit in your stomach. Like, okay, craziness is about to happen. But at least the NBA, from gate, if a guy gets ruled out, after lock, you know you're done. So it's all right, you already know. You don't have to wonder, because, you don't have to wonder, you already know. But, okay, the night's over. So it's a little more direct. And then, of course, it begins again the next day. What do we got, 10 games? 10-game slate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think we should go ahead and get started here. Let's start off with point guards. BK, I'm going to start with you. As usual, I'm going to have you take us down to about the 6K range. Talk to me. What do you see?
All right, up top, Russell Westbrook. I definitely like him. Cash game staple. I mean, there's nobody I'd rather trust with my money than Russell Westbrook. He's going up against Denver. I love attacking Denver with point guards. So I'll definitely have some Russell Westbrook. Chris Paul. I like playing Chris Paul against slow-paced teams like the Spurs and the Mavericks, Utah. He always does well in these matchups. He just played them recently. He put up 58. Was that? Yeah, 58. His usage is skyrocketing right now. I'd rather play him over Harden at this point. So I think he can make value in this matchup. Maybe not Harden, so I might be off Harden. But I definitely like Chris Paul. Lillard is solid against Minnesota, 8-7. Probably have him in GPPs. He's on the road, so I don't love him there too much. Let's see. I'm not playing Kyrie Irving with Al Horford back. He's Mr. 4X now that Horford's back. Kemba, he's at home, so obviously he's in play against his team, New York, that's where he's from the Bronx. But he's not at the Garden, so not too interesting there, but it's still a good matchup for him and a good price. So he's a solid GPP play. Dennis Schroeder, you suck. I hate him. He finally had a good game. Against Memphis of all teams, but I'm not playing him. I'm not worried about him. I mean, if he puts up 40 or 50 I'll just lose. If he puts a 50, I'll just lose. A 40, I'm not worried about it, even if he hits 40. So, and he's going up against Miami. That's a tough matchup, so I don't really care too much for Shooter. Uh, Chris Dunn, he's interesting. He's been really good lately, but his price is 7.5. Did any of you guys see what Philly did against Westbrook? Was it Simmons on him? 'Cause I would have to assume so, right?
Or are you asking if Simmons is going to guard Dunn? You mean?
Yeah, is that what they did against OKC? Did they have Simmons on Westbrook? I didn't see the game, so I'm not too sure.
Embiid is going to be out, so it's going to change what they do, like what they start.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, so I'll have to wait to see what kind of lineup they throw out for Chris Dunn, but he's priced up on FanDuel. I don't know what is he on DK?
On DraftKings, he is. I think he's like 6'8". Yeah, 6'8".
Yeah, it's more reasonable there. I think he's.
Looks like
Lonzo Ball against the Warriors. I'm back. With me?
Yeah, you're back. You paused for just a second, but you're back.
Lonzo Ball against the Warriors is a nice matchup. He seems to be getting more run now. I don't know how much I trust him too much because Golden State, they're still, even though they're fast-paced, they're still a good defensive team. So I don't know if I want to attack that too much. And then Jamal Murray, I like Jamal Murray if Moutier is out. He's questionable right now, so not really sure. But if Moutier is out, then I'm definitely going to have some Jamal Murray because he'll be playing 30 to 35 minutes for sure. And Dragic, I hate you. You suck. I'm not playing you ever again.
Fair enough.
That's it.
Fair enough. Cash, what do you see over there at point guard?
James Harden is banged up. So, not here. It doesn't say it here, but he is. He has a sore knee. So, at that price, I don't like it. But with him banged up, it makes me like Paul more. I think I like Paul over Westbrook for my savings. Chris Paul has been balling. Chris Paul was absolutely terrible the last game. He had like 3 at halftime. And he still came back the second half and finished with 37 on the back-to-back. So I do like Chris Paul here a lot. And point guards have been having good games against Utah recently. But Kimbo's all right. Great matchup, but 8 Gs, he don't pay that off very often. And yeah, I don't see the magic on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. He's actually 7-1 on DraftKings. I think he's way more. His price is not so bad over there, right? I guess it's a little better. 7-1.
Yeah, no, much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great matchup. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Lonzo Ball a little bit.
You like Lonzo?
A little bit. I mean, I think that if they have a chance, he has to play good.
Yeah.
But it's tough. I hope they keep it close because I want to play somebody from this game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. Yeah, but like I said, Kemba I prefer on DraftKings. I guess if value opens up and money's not a thing on FanDuel, because sometimes that'll happen on FanDuel, you just go completely stars and scrubs and money's not a thing. Yeah, I consider Kemba. I know he's got the left wrist issue, but point guards against New York definitely been a big thing this year. BK, like the call on Jamal Murray, man. I forgot that Moutier even hurt his ankle. So if Moutier's out, then at least we know Malone is not gonna have a choice. He can't play that game with us for Moutier.
Still Mike Malone.
Have to play with it. It's still Malone. He'll figure out a way. He'll call up some guy that none of us ever. He'll grab somebody from the stands and throw it out there to play backup point guard, and he's still gonna play whoever's hotter. So. I like that call though. At 6-1, it's like if Moutier's playing 6-1, I'm like I don't know. I know Murray's been playing better, but I'm worried. But if Moutier's out, 6-1 don't seem so bad all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still probably wouldn't play him in cash games just because of Malone, right. But
because of Malone, you never know.
Yeah,
but I mean, what I will say is Jokic should be starting. Like, you're gonna keep bringing your best player off the bench. That'd be pretty fucking stupid. Oops.
Yeah.
I think Jokic is gonna start, so that's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, no. It would definitely hurt him, but like if he might not leave the, if he's staying on the court and he gets second unit run as well, rather than deferring to Moutier for second unit run, it could definitely be interesting. So that's only if Moutier's out. So other than that, then it's, he's just a regular guy. I mean, it's a pace down spot. Oklahoma City, a lot of people may not realize some of these teams that were fast last year, like the Knicks and Oklahoma City, this year they're playing very slow. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're checking the pace stats and not just going off of what you think, because some of these teams have a little bit of a different identity this year. BK, take us out of Value Town.
All right, in the value range, Dennis Smith Jr. is a game time decision. I hope he sits out. Just one more game. Sit out one more game. One more game.
One more time, please.
Because if he sits out, I might be all in on Yogi Ferrell. He's too cheap on FanDuel. The way I see it, the Phoenix Suns are like Coors Field, the baseball right now. Like, I'm gonna attack. I'm going all in until everyone realizes it. Until FanDuel starts raising the price against teams going up against Phoenix. My whole bankroll that I have on that slate is I'll have probably 3 or 4 Dallas Mavericks tomorrow, because they're all too cheap. So if Dennis Smith is out, I love Yogi Ferrell. I mean, his last game he put up 30, and he's 4,800, and that was against the Spurs. He put up 41. And that was, 2 days ago? So I don't know why they didn't raise his price for the slate. I think maybe they had a feeling that Dennis Smith Jr. was going to start, because it seems that way. Like, they said that he was going to start, but now he's questionable again. So they might have lowered Yogi's price because of that. But I will be pretty much all in Yogi Ferrell at 4,800. So Dennis Smith, please, one more game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that call.
And then Barea is almost the same thing. He has great games, but he plays a little bit less minutes. He plays about 20 to 25 minutes, but he's 5,300 in the same matchup against the Suns, so I'll have some exposure to him. Probably more to him if Smith is out. If Smith is back in, I still think Barea will get those minutes, so I'll be more on him than Yogi in that situation. But I will have exposure to him for sure. Jared Jack, I'm not playing him, but he had the game of his life the last game. I thought he wasn't even going to play much because he did that against Westbrook, so that was kind of shocking to me. And he won that game. Milos and Tony Parker. I like that matchup because I think they probably played against each other. They're probably familiar with each other from the Olympics. There's 2 international players. I like Tony Parker more because he's way cheaper. I can see Tony Parker getting about 20 minutes at least tomorrow. And it's against the Clippers, like we said. Their defense sucks right now. Other than that, Tyler Johnson, he's decent. His last couple of games haven't been great, but he's 4,600. He's been outplaying Dragic. So against Atlanta, who sucks against point guards with Schroeder defense, I like Tyler Johnson. I'm not playing the Phoenix point guard roulette on a 10-game slate, so I'm canceling those 2 guys out. And I think that's it. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Cash, what do you see in Value Town?
I'm so happy Teddy Bridgewater is back on a football field.
It was a nice scene when he came out. Everybody was cheering. All the players were standing up cheering. The crowd was. It was a nice scene when he came in.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Austin Rivers. If he plays, man. I like Austin Rivers if he plays. He's gonna play huge minutes. So against that team, I like it. If he does play, it brings Milos down. I like JJ Barea if Yogi Ferrell is gonna be chalk. Yogi Ferrell just had a great matchup against Golden State and did nothing. So if he's gonna be chalk, I'll fade it. What else? I like McConnell a little bit, but don't really like the matchup because he'll see some done, and he's been bad. But Nitty, your boy, all right. His minutes came way down, I guess, because Jared Jack was playing well, but he sucks. So if he comes out and sucks like he should, Frank's minutes should go back up, but his price is up. Tony Parker at only 3.7. I love every single position against the Clippers. So I gotta like that at 3.7, but that's not great to come out and do nothing. But I do like that. That's it.
I got a guy.
Nice and easy.
I got a guy that I gotta ask you both about. What about the GOAT, Isaiah Canaan or Cannon, whichever? I've heard his name pronounced two different ways. What about this dude? Tell me about this dude. He took Mike James's backup role. He was on the team for 2 days. He had one practice. They threw him out there for 27 minutes. He put up 30.25 DraftKings points in those 27 minutes. Completely outplayed Ulyss. Completely outplayed most of what Mike Jones has done. What do you think, man? He's like 3.6 on FanDuel. He's 3.3 on DraftKings. Obviously, we need to dig in and see because like you get the feeling that they may do a rotation similar to what they do with the centers. And if they're gonna do that, then it's just another pain in the butt.
That make no sense. Why did he not play? Why did Mike James not play?
They just decided to try him out. I guess. Yeah, they signed him and they put him in the G League for a couple games. He looked good, and like I listened to an interview the coach said afterwards, and he had some nice things to say. He's like, I already knew this guy could play. He said, I've seen him.
Yeah.
He was in the playoffs
Me too.
last year.
He's better than both point guards they got on their team because both point guards they got on their team suck.
Yes. So hopefully, we'll see. If they say this kid's going to play, it's a lock and load. Especially if DSJ is out, because that means he's going to see Yogi for most of the game. But obviously, that's right now, it's just speculation, because we have no idea. They can just not play him tomorrow. It's the Suns, where they're doing a weird thing with the centers. They might do a weird thing with the guards. They went from not having enough guys to now having 3. And so he's one guy I wanted to ask you guys about. Sounds like you guys think he's a good player. BK, you first, then Cash.
I mean, he's a flyer. If you think he's gonna get, if you telling me tomorrow he gets 25 minutes, then absolutely I'll play him. Mm-hmm. He's a better player than the other 2 point guard. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, why'd you sign Mike James for? If you just why would you play 3 point guards? It don't make no sense. You should be developing your players. But if you're telling me right now that he's gonna play 25 minutes, then yes, I'll absolutely play him in a couple lineups. You just don't know that, so it's the flyer. I mean, if you're multi-entering, if you're gonna have 10, 15 lineups, you could throw him in 1 or 2. But if you're gonna have 3 lineups, then you can't really play him unless you get word that he is gonna get some minutes.
Right. Cash, what do you think?
Do you think he takes away ownership from Yogi Ferrell?
No.
If they came out and said for sure that he was gonna get at least 20 minutes or 25 minutes, then yes. But right now, not as much. Right, because that would just be too useful, and they don't want to be. but yeah, I agree with BK. I don't think he will, because people aren't going to want to. With all this crap, everybody's getting burned every day by late scratches and all this. I think people are going to be afraid to play a guy that might not play.
With no news, he'll be 2% tomorrow.
Well, if you could tell me, if I could get a guaranteed 2% ownership on him, I would go all in. And take my chances. But you can't guarantee me 2%, and I can't guarantee he's going to see the floor.
No.
So it's
I can guarantee you 2%. Without news, I can guarantee you 2% or less.
As of right now, without any news.
Anything over $5, it'd be probably less than 1%. No one's going to play him. With no news, no one's going to play him. No one's going to take that risk, and anything that's money that's even remotely decent. In a dollar lineup, sure, you'll see him at 1%, 2%. No one's
I disagree. People's going to be talking about him. Then donkeys are going to go look at him playing 26 minutes and getting 27 fantasy points. They're going to see 3.7, and they're going to play him. It's going to be over 2%. With no news, he'll be over 2%.
It's just too cheap, right? On both sides.
Exactly.
For what he did. Yeah. All right.
He can go out. He can go out and get you 8x, 9x.
Right. All right, let's move it over to shooting guards. BK, what you got?
All right, let's see. Shooting guards.
Hold on, I have a question for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all would play Tony Parker over him when you know Tony Parker's going to start and you know Tony Parker's going to play at the same price?
Well, it's a point per minute thing. To me, Kanan is a much higher point per minute guy on a regular basis than with Parker, especially with Kawhi back and like the threat of DeJounte Murray and Patty Mills both behind him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like without news, Parker seems like okay, yeah, well, at least I know he's going to play. But if I get an opportunity, if I just find out he's going to be the number 2 point guard, I'd rather play Kanan. I think he just has.
So if you got no news, you would rather play Kanan, right?
Well, the only news I would need is that he's going to play. I would play him over Parker.
We have to go with the assumption that we're not going to get any news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick if you're playing a tournament?
It depends on the amount of money, but I would pick Tony Parker.
I'd pick Kanan
I'd pick Parker because of the matchup.
I'm picking Kanan because I want a 30. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would go with Kanan, hoping he gets me 30. And if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. But like, I could take Parker; he could still get me 10, even if he plays. It's like
Yeah. With Kawhi back, I don't think he can put up a 30.
I would still take Parker because it's the Clippers and they suck defensively. So for me, I would still take Parker for tomorrow. For tomorrow in this matchup, if it was a different matchup, then I probably lean Kanan. But in this particular matchup, I still would lean Parker.
I see. I'm with you. BK, take us over to shooting guards, my man.
All right, Harden. I think for me, he's a fade. Yeah, he's gonna be low owned. Yeah, he can still put up 60. But right now, Chris Paul he's dropped Harden's usage too much. That lately, Harden's just been putting up a bunch of 40s and 50s. Mainly 50s. So sure, I could still maybe play him in cash just for the floor. But in GPPs, I'm not touching Harden anymore. Not until his price drops a little bit further. I like Donovan Mitchell in his fast pace against Houston, even though we discussed that the defense is a little bit better. He did play well against Houston in his last time there. He's going to get some Ariza defense, but he'll still get some James Harden defense at the same time. And if Favors is out again, which I think Favors will play this time, but Gobert is still out, so I still like Mitchell for the higher usage now with Gobert out. Klay Thompson, no, he's the new Mr. 4X. He ain't getting you more than 35, period. I won't play him anymore, not at 7K. If he goes down to 6K, I'll think about it. But at this price, I'm not playing Klay Thompson anymore. I like Will Barton if he starts, but he ain't going to start. And then the matchup is kind of tough as well with Roberson and Paul George. So I would only touch him if he starts. I don't know if we're going to get word on it because Mike Malone kind of just his news comes out like 5 minutes before lock or half hour after lock. So I don't know if I trust that too much. He might be low owned because of what's been going on lately. Gary Harris, the same thing. I don't think I usually play him in cash. I think it's pretty safe, but in this matchup against Roberson defense and Paul George, I think I might fade him tomorrow. He could still put up 35 to 40 because he's been doing it pretty much every day, but this might be a time for me to get off Gary Harris. Nick Batum, I like him tomorrow. Courtney Lee, defense, I think Lance Thomas or something, whoever they decide to start alongside Lee. I like the matchup for Batum. He's basically like a walking triple-double, and he hasn't really had a triple-double this season, but at this price, he still could have that sneaky upside because he could put up a triple-double tomorrow. He gets pretty close sometimes with rebounds and assists. So I like Batum in this matchup for sure. And that's it for me in his range.
All right. Cash, what do you see over there?
We discussed the defense. The defense in Houston is a lot better. The efficiency they might have been the tops in the league when I seen recently. But yeah, Houston's defense ain't no joke. It's good. But I still like Mitchell in an up-paced game with no Gobert. Wow. He should see Harden enough. I mean, if he's playing very well, they might put Ariza down on him and then put Harden to Ingles. But he should see enough Harden that I do like him. I don't like that price. But I do like him. I mean, he's flashed upside many times without Gobert. Victor Oladipo, I can't do it in that matchup at that price. Can't do it. CJ freaking McCollum. I like CJ over Dame, but I don't love either, really. No on Nicholas Batum. You got me there against Portland. I really like Andrew Wiggins a lot. Whether Butler plays or not, I hope the news don't come out. I hope nothing comes out. I hope it's game time decision. After lock, they rule him out, rule him in. I don't care if he plays or not. I like Andrew Wiggins against CJ McCollum because if he plays, he's still got to hurt back. So, yes, give me Andrew Wiggins. Please. I'll take it. That's it.
Yeah, Wiggins is in a phenomenal spot. He's priced pretty similarly across both sites, especially, like you said, if Butler is out who's experiencing back problems. Wiggins is in a phenomenal spot. This is where you want to attack Portland. This is where they've kind of been weak during the whole season. And
I just did it with Batum, and he's kind of the same. Like, he's big and long and way bigger than CJ McCollum.
Yeah. And we remember from last year that when if Butler's gone, Wiggins will just go back to just chucking 25 to 30 shots a game. That's what Wiggins likes to do. So I like that call. He's not a big peripheral guy, but he will chuck them. And like Wiggins can get some steals once in a while. So on FanDuel that definitely helps his upside, I think. This is funny. It looks like on FanDuel they're kind of tempting you to play Lou Will. I would imagine he sees Kawhi, Danny Green. Like he's going to have some pretty tough defenders on him. But they tempt you though. They bring him down to 7-1, right? They try. I'm not doing it. I think that he's priced for his matchup, and it's going to be tough. Between I'm assuming Green plays, right? Like I know Green he plays, and then he rested the other day, but I don't know if he was hurt or if he was just resting.
Yeah, he's going to
play.
So either way, he's going to see Kawhi for 15 to 16 minutes minimum, and then he's going to see Danny Green after that. So either way, right? Right? Am I right? So
yes, I'm not going to play him.
With it. BK, take us down to Value Town.
All right, in the value section, I like Redick with Embiid out. He's reasonably priced going up against Chicago. Shooting guards have killed Chicago. So I like Redick, and he's been playing pretty well lately, pretty consistent for this price range. I like Waiters. I love playing anybody against Atlanta. They suck. From point guard, shooting guard, they're probably a little bit decent against small forwards with Taurean Prince, but power forward and center, they suck as well. So I like Waiters, and he's been playing pretty well as well. He's only 5'8" on FanDuel, so I like Waiters. Caldwell Pope, with the whole situation that he's got going on, where he's going to miss some games. I don't think Walton is going to be the kind of guy who's going to like hold that against him and like penalize him with less minutes. So I think he's going to get his normal 35 to 40. I mean, they got no reason to not play him. If he's going to be missing 3 games in the next 25 days, I can see him playing 40 minutes every game going forward that he does play. So at this price, at 5'4", up in pace against the Warriors, I definitely love KCP. I like Clarkson. He played pretty well in this matchup. I think it was like a week ago, a week and a half. But like I said, Ball's starting to get more run, so Clarkson's minutes have diminished a little bit. But if you think Ball's going to have a bad game, you could throw Clarkson as a pivot from Ball if you're not going to have Ball in your lineup. Wesley Matthews, I love. Basically, I'm going to be all in. He's way too cheap on FanDuel, 4,800. He takes a ton of shots. This is still kind of dependent on Dennis Smith Jr. coming back or not, because he will take up some of that usage. But still, Wesley Matthews is way too cheap against the Phoenix Suns, who just suck at everything. At everything basketball, Phoenix Suns suck at it. So 4,800 is way too cheap. I'm definitely going to have some Wesley Matthews. Almost all in. If I have 10 lineups, he'll probably be in at least 9. I don't care. If that game stinks, if Dallas sucks, then I'm going to lose money. I'll just lose. I'll move on to the next slate. But I'm going to attack these games from now on like Coors Field in baseball. I'm going all in. I'm going all in because if you look at the teams that win in these GPPs, it's against the Suns. It happened Saturday. Like I was on them. I was on the Minnesota against the Suns on Saturday, and then for some reason, all I kept hearing about was Houston and Milwaukee, and I started getting Giannis into lineups and Harden, and they were on back-to-backs. Like my dummy lineup, I had 4 Minnesota Timberwolves on it. At the end of the day, when at lock, I had no Timberwolves. So that really screwed up my night because they all basically went off. It's just there's some fast-paced teams that are good defensively. Like I'm not gonna attack the Warriors if they're good defensively. Yes, they're fast-paced, so yes, you can get some fantasy points against them. but they're good defensively. So and it's a blowout risk. So I'm not gonna keep attacking those type of games. I'd rather attack the fast-paced teams that suck defensively, and when the team is going against them is cheap. So at these prices, like I'm gonna have Dallas in at least 3 or 4 players in every single lineup I build tomorrow. And like I said, if that game sucks, then on to the next league. But at that price, 4,800 is way too cheap. Holiday, same price, 4,800. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. Who is? You fade Dallas tomorrow.
I didn't say I was gonna fade Dallas, but I will fade Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews sucks a big bag of dicks. Dude sucks.
No one sucks against. No one sucks against that team. That team cannot guard anybody. I don't care.
Wesley Matthews sucks against anybody. He sucks.
Say so, man. If you say so.
No, I mean he's in play because it is Phoenix, but you cannot sit here and tell me Wesley Matthews is good because he sucks.
He's not great. He don't suck.
He sucks. Dude sucks.
We'll make a side bet after the show. We'll make a side bet. I don't mind taking some money.
I ain't making no damn bet. I know Wesley Matthews sucks.
All right.
Hey, I'm not saying he's not in play. It's Phoenix. Everybody's in play against Phoenix. But Wesley Matthews sucks.
He's okay. He is okay. He doesn't suck.
No, he was good when he was in Portland. Right now,
some pretty decent games. This
sucks.
Look at his game logs. I mean, at this price.
I see some 11s and 10s and 19s and 13s and 7s.
Who was he playing against?
Dude played 35 minutes, got a 7. I mean, come on, man. This dude sucks. This dude loses me in the money every time I play this guy.
He's made value in like what 5 of the last 7, 5 of the last 8.
Dude sucks.
I can understand if he was 5'6", if he was 6K, you think about it in this matchup, but you're not thinking about it at 4,800. 4,800 is way too cheap against the Suns. Way too cheap.
Oh man,
and it's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout.
No, it won't be. I don't think. But I couldn't play him at 6. There's no way. I couldn't play him at 6.
I don't think I could play. I wouldn't play him. I still don't know if I could play him.
At 5'5", I'd think about it. At 6, I'd have to But at 4'8", I'm not thinking about it. I'm all in. 4,800.
You're going to go all in on Wesley Matthews, dude?
He'll be in 9 of 10 lineups if I build 10.
Oh my God!
Like I said, if the game sucks, I'll just move on to the next slate. It's Coors Field. It's Coors Field for me.
Yeah, but you could you could put him in 5. Don't put him in 9 because you could go to go to Dirk. And Dirk sucks, but at least Dirk is a power forward.
We'll get to Dirk later. We'll get to Dirk later. Right now, I'm on shooting up.
We'll get to Dirk. Oh man, I don't know, man. Like Wesley Matthews, it takes a lot for me to play that guy. It takes a lot. I'm with you on the matchup, BK. I'm with you. We got this new points and pace plus minus tool on MySake, and I'm gonna make a video showing everybody how to use it. But like it shows you almost every time Phoenix is on that list. The points against is almost always higher than the average for the season, and the pace obviously it's always a pace up. So I'm with you attacking them. Wesley Matthews, man, that's a rough one. Only because, I'm with you. If DSJ is out, I get it. There's some extra usage to go around. He might take a shot. But, all he really does is shoot. I guess you have steal upside against Phoenix. They are fast and they're sloppy. So don't get me wrong. I think he's viable. I just can't imagine going all in on a guy like that, man. I just can't.
Okay, BK.
I think he's
I got a question.
All in.
Go ahead. If DSJ is playing, you're still going to go 9 out of 10?
Yes. I won't go all in Yogi, but I will go all in Wes Matthews at 4,800. Yes. Man. I don't know what is he on. What is he on DK? What is he on DK?
Wesley. Let me take a look for you.
Wesley Matthews is 4.7 on DK. I don't know. 4.7.
Cheaper.
That's still too cheap. That's still too cheap.
He's not that good, man. He's just I'm sorry. He's not that good.
You get the 3-point bonus on DK. You get the 3-point bonus, which is even easier. You ain't get the steal.
He's a damn good 3-point shooter. I will say that.
Yeah. Well, that's been the issue. That's why he's been so crappy. Is he's not shooting well. He's still taking a lot of shots. 17, 15, 11, 12, 11. He's taking shots, but 27%, 25%. That's the issue. So, BK, if he hits these shots, yeah, he could have a huge game if DSJ is out. But if DSJ comes in, now you're worried about it. His usage is getting taken away. He might not take as many shots.
Who would you assume is going to guard him tomorrow? Because Warren is going to be on Harrison Barnes.
Right.
So who's going to be on Wesley Matthews?
It's going to be... Jackson.
Jackson and what? Troy Daniels.
Yeah, but mostly Jackson.
Mostly
probably,
Jackson.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that matchup. The rookie.
Oh, I hear you. That's hey man. I understand taking a stance. I'm with. I'll be excited to hear you to read your article tomorrow. That's for sure. Just we will have to hear all the news. I like to see where else you're going with it. Cash, are we up to you now for value shooting guards?
On a couple more players.
Couple more. My bad.
Justin Holiday against JJ Redick defense. Same thing. Way too cheap. 4,800. That's an easy 5x, easy 20 to 25 FanDuel points minimum with some GPP upside. Andre Roberson I like against Denver. He's been playing pretty well when he gets about 30 minutes, so I can see him. I think he'll get about 30 minutes tomorrow, so that's a good matchup for him. And Nick Young, he didn't do good in the last revenge spot, but this one's in LA, so that's a GPP flyer. You know, if he gets some ad to run, I can see him doing well in LA this time, so it's a little bit better of a revenge spot, and that's it.
All right. We spent way too much time talking about Wesley Matthews. Cash, take us over to value time shooting guards. What do you see down there?
JJ Redick, I agree. I do like him.
Yeah.
Been playing well, and Holiday can't guard him. Same as on the other side. Holiday, if he plays big minutes like he did last time, his minutes was down before that. But he should play big minutes, and I would way rather click Justin Holiday than Wesley Matthews at the same price. KCP, I like KCP every day. They lowered his price to 5.4. Now that's an all-in play there.
Cash, do me
I
a
can
favor
go all in on KCP.
Do me a favor and tell the nation why KCP missed the game the other day.
He got arrested in the offseason for some, and then it just went through the court, and he can't leave the state of California for 25 days. He's a professional athlete, and he cannot leave the state for 25 days. So, yeah, but he got very lucky because there's only 3 road games outside of California in those 25 days. So he got extremely lucky.
Yeah.
Like, they must be on a big homestand and, like, only traveling. Like, maybe they have a game in Golden State or Sacramento or whatever. But, yeah, he's only going to miss 3 games.
Teams.
Yeah.
Who else you like?
Love KCP. Jordan Clarkson in this matchup, that's when old dude won the 15 G's in the donkey on FanDuel. He went for 39. I'm pretty sure that was this game. I think. I don't think he's going to go for another 39, but he's in play. Wesley Matthews is in play. Please, I beg of you, if you're going to make 10 teams, don't go all in. BK might. Please don't do that. Do not go all in Wesley Matthews, please.
Just 9. Put him at 9.
No, don't do that either. I like Justin Holiday. I could name you a lot of players underneath Wesley Matthews that I like more. Danny Green is one for sure. Every single day, if you're making multiple teams, you make a stack against the Clippers, and you make a stack against Phoenix. I've been doing Phoenix all year, and everybody should have been making a stack against Phoenix all year. But the Clippers are absolutely horrendous. They are terrible. What else? Ellington, his price is still up. He's whatever. Don't play Josh Hart because KCP is going to be playing. Troy Daniels. I don't want. What did he do the game after that? He got 16. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what you was getting me when I was playing you every damn day, you sorry bastard. Nick Young, like you said, it's in LA, so maybe he comes in and he just starts slanging up shots. That's it.
All right.
Oh, no. That's not it. Jamal Crawford.
Yes.
If Butler misses or if Butler don't, you could take a chance. He's only min price. He's going to most likely pay off that price anyways. But if Butler misses, they'll move to Wiggins to the 3 a lot and play Jamal Crawford a lot more at the 2. So play Jamal Crawford. Because whether Butler plays or not, he's most likely going to get you at least value or somewhere close to it. But if Butler happens to miss, he has 30-point upside.
Yeah, no, I like that call. 3,500 on both sites, especially if Butler's out. I like that call. It's really want to attack Portland anyways at the wing. So with it, BK, take us over to small forwards.
All right, small forward. Up top, of course, Kevin Durant against the Lakers. He's 12K, but it's still without Curry, without Draymond. So could be pretty much a lock for cash games. I'll have a lot of exposure to him, even in GPPs. Just the spot's just way too good. The only issue is whether or not it could be a blowout. But even in 3 quarters, I think he'd get you about 40 or 50. Jimmy Butler, we don't know. I think he plays, but what do you got? You guys think he'll sit?
Well, last game he came out for a good long while. But even if he plays, I don't think, because once he come back, he didn't do much. So I wouldn't go there. Even if he plays, I wouldn't go there. I would sit out and watch. And I've been playing Jimmy Butler a crap ton recently, but I wouldn't. I mean,
it's a great spot. Small forwards against Portland is
sure.
Unless they put a Mino on them, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, the last game I had him, and it was against Phoenix, and he didn't do nothing. But he left the game for a little while. But yeah, no, I wouldn't do it today.
Yeah, he started off pretty well in that game, but yeah, the injury killed him. All right. Other than that, I think I'll still sit out the Paul George situation. I don't really play small forwards against Denver anyway. He's been playing better lately, though, but his price is also going up, so I think Paul George will be a fade. In my game stacks with Phoenix Dallas, which I will have a bunch of, I'll have some TJ Warren. He hasn't been great, though, either. The minutes, I don't know. They playing everybody, basically. So it's kind of like the Sacramento situation at this point, where everyone's going to start playing 25, 30 minutes. So that could be a fade because he's still priced up at 78. Covington with no Embiid, obviously he gets the extra usage, he gets the extra shots. I like the way they run the offense, where he pretty much, on fast breaks, he pulls up for threes a lot, and that's kind of what the coach told him to do with him and Redick. That's why he's been having pretty decent games. His last game, he was coming off an injury, and he still played 48 minutes. I mean, I think that was the overtime game against OKC, but I always like playing Covington, even though he's priced up at 74. Barnes, you want me to say it again? Against Phoenix?
Hey, Barnes is a much better player than Wesley Matthews, that's for sure.
He's priced up, so I won't have him in as much, but he's 71. But I'll definitely have a ton of Harrison Barnes because he's basically their highest usage player, I think, in my opinion. I haven't looked up usage rates in a while, but only issue with him is the price. But I will have a lot of Harrison Barnes. Brandon Ingram, I think I might not play him tomorrow because he crushed Golden State. The last time they played, he put up like 50, but I don't know if the chances of that happening again, man. It's people are gonna be chasing that, so I think he's gonna be highly owned. But maybe more of a cash game play, but GPPs, I don't think he's gonna do that again against Kevin Durant. He is at home, so he has that going for him, but he'll be more of a cash game play. I'm gonna fade that tomorrow. And Kawhi, his price dropped to 6K, which we talked about before the pod. That's really cheap. He got 15 minutes and 16 minutes. They're going really slow with him. They're really cautionary with him. I think he'll play 20 minutes. Not much more. But he's been hitting 27 and 28 in those 2 games with less than 20 minutes. So he almost hit value at the price that he is now, 6K. I could see him getting 30. But I still don't think I'll go there. A lot of people will. It's the Clippers, man. That team sucks defensively. They got nobody to guard them. But 20 minutes of Kawhi, I don't think I could do it. It's just it's not a super high ceiling. So that may not be for me. Corey Lee's definitely a fade for me. That price against MKG defense, I'm not paying 6K. And that's it.
All right. Cash, what do you see over a small forward?
If he gets 20 minutes, I want to play Kawhi so bad at 6,000, but I don't want to play him if he's gonna be chalk. But is he gonna be chalk if he's only playing 15 and 16 minutes? I don't know. I don't know what people are gonna do. But I know damn well I want to play Kawhi at 6,000. If he gets 20 minutes, he can go for 35 plus. He could go for more in 20 minutes. Because, I mean, against Dallas, he almost had 28 in 15 minutes. Oh my God. Okay, let's go to the top. Kevin Durant, I love to death. Love to death. He is my favorite player of the slate, and I don't care that he's the most expensive player on the slate. If the Lakers keep this close, oh my God, he could put up 70. Harrison Barnes, they raised his price. He's like 6'6" every single day. Or less. He's 6'6" or less. Like, he never goes up over 6'6". They raised him to 7'1" for Phoenix. He's a good play. And Kawhi Leonard, oh man, I want to play you. And that's it. You don't play Courtney Lee. Courtney Lee is a disease. You only ever think about it if Kristaps is off the court. He's a piece of garbage. I despise him.
I'm with you. This is a revenge spot for Courtney Lee, right? I'm not really a big Courtney Lee guy. I'm a Knicks fan. I really never play Courtney Lee. But I think this is a revenge spot for him. Didn't he come to the Knicks from Charlotte? No, did he not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Wasn't there? Did he play for Orlando?
He played for Orlando, and then he went to where'd he go? I can't remember where he went.
In 2015-16, he played for the Hornets. It says season highlights, okay. Charlotte Hornets, Courtney Lee. Yeah.
Like, so he only played a year there, yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I think he got traded there during the season, and then he signed with the Knicks after the season was over. I still not crazy about the play, especially at that price, but I will mention that I think it is technically a minor revenge spot. I think Covington's very interesting, especially with Embiid out. I know he's 7'4", but wings against Chicago has been a very apparent thing. We saw Middleton just go bananas against these guys, put up a 50-burger against Chicago. So I think that if you're not playing Redick, maybe you play Covington, and if you're if you're not playing Covington, maybe play Redick. But I don't want to let that go. I definitely want to attack wings against Chicago, especially with Embiid out and the extra usage to go around. BK, take us down to Value Town.
All right. Let's see. Got some interest in Rudy Gay because, again, the Clippers suck. They got nobody. 25 minutes of Rudy Gay at this price. He can get you value. I like Josh Richardson. Same thing. Atlanta sucks against wings. He had a pretty good game recently. Let's see. He put a 44 against the Clippers, the same Clippers that we keep talking about. So he's been playing pretty good lately. He's getting the minutes, too. Let's see. Jaylen Brown, I'm still waiting on him. He was great throughout the beginning of the season. When he came back from the whole situation that he had, really wasn't doing much. He did have one good game recently, so I don't know if he's coming back into form, but I'm still going to wait, especially in this matchup. I don't really like playing wings against Indiana. I think they're pretty good defensively against wings. Joe Ingles, same thing. Maybe in cash. He's been really consistent. I've watched this matchup a couple times, and they hide Harden on Ingles, and he put Ariza on Mitchell because Ingles is more of a spot up shooter. So they hide Harden on him, and he does pretty well. I could see him getting to about cash game value. I don't see him going off for GPP value though, so he'll be more of a cash game play. I like Nwaba. I played him in his last matchup against Milwaukee. He did pretty well. He's still priced reasonably. His price didn't go up too much. But I think he'll be matched up with Covington. So I don't know if I'm going to play him in this matchup. Let's see. Iguodala with Draymond Green out. He runs some point, and it's an easy matchup against Lonzo Ball or whoever's matched up against him. Last time against the Lakers, he didn't do too well, 34 minutes. I'm not sure if Draymond played that game, But he's really cheap at 4,400, so I'll have to look more into that last game that they played. He's interesting, and I think that's it. Not much else down here.
Okay. Cash, what do you see about Town at small forward?
I mean, Rudy Gay would be in play if his price was closer to 5, but it's not. So I can't play him at 5.9. Josh Richardson. This guy just went off against the Clippers. That's why you play guys against the Clippers. Just do it. That's what you do. Josh Richardson is not that good at basketball. Went ham against the Clippers. Ingles, I like. Up pace, no Gobert. I like him. Omri Caspi, I love. Only 4.5. Yeah, give me that. Please give me that. All of that. I'll take all of it. Andre Iguodala, I like. I prefer Caspi. Sam Decker, he's only 3.6. I don't like the matchup. He's all right at 3.6. That's it. Joe Johnson. Hold on. Joe Johnson. How many minutes?
Played 29 minutes.
29 minutes. Okay, I like to see that.
He didn't do anything, but he did play 29.
That's all right. I could play some Joe Johnson in 29 minutes at min price. I could do that. But if Favors plays, I don't see him getting 29 minutes.
Right.
Favors is out again. He could play 29 minutes.
Right.
He's so big. He's so big now that he can play power forward. Did it last year in the playoffs. And they could leave Jerebko off the court because Joe Johnson's a better player. So, I mean, I do like it. I like it. Houston likes to play small. He's only 3.5. I want Favors to be out. That's it.
All right. I like a lot of the plays you guys mentioned, especially Caspi. It's hard not to want that. I know his price is up, but rightfully so. He's playing. He's a starter now, and he's getting starter minutes, and he's got a phenomenal matchup against the Lakers. I also one guy that I always like to play, and I still am interested in this matchup. David Nwaba. He's 4,900 on FanDuel and 4,200 on DraftKings. I like him a little bit better on DraftKings, where he's point guard and shooting guard. I will plug him in on the shooting guard spot. But yeah, man, he comes off the bench, but like he's coming off a game where he just got big time starter minutes, 35 minutes. Even that was against Milwaukee, but even before that, 28 against Utah, 26 against Boston. I think he's got a really good shot in tournaments at giving you a 6x return at least if he has a good game. So that's the only other play. But other than that, I like all the guys you mentioned, especially Caspi.
I love that kid. He should be starting soon.
Yeah, I agree.
He should be starting soon over Valentine.
I think.
And I got one more play. If what's his name? Capella is out again. I'm not sure if he's going to be out or not, but if he is, play PJ Tucker.
Yeah, he had a good game for his price against. He was like 3.6 the other day on FanDuel, and he did well. He did well. BK, move us over to power forwards.
All right, power forward up top. Ben Simmons. If you want to play him for his floor, you could play him probably in cash games. I don't think I'll go there in GPPs. Even though Embiid is out, his upside hasn't been too great lately. Like he's not hitting 50 too much, and definitely not getting 60. But maybe just for his safety and floor, I'll play him in cash games if I can pay up. I like Aldridge against the Clippers. They don't got nobody to stop him. It's a good matchup. If Kawhi is only going to play 20 minutes, then it's not really going to kill LMA's usage just yet. So I think you can still play him. I don't really love the price, but you can still play him until Kawhi starts getting more minutes. If Marketing is out, I think Mirotic will be popular again, but he's way too expensive on FanDuel. He's 7K. So you're asking for 40, and he did it once in his last 5 games. So I'm not chasing that. FanDuel went a little bit too crazy and priced him a little bit high. So I'm sure on DraftKings he's probably 6 something. What is he on DraftKings?
I think he's like 5'9" or
yeah.
5'9",
You play him.
5'9".
If Marketing is out, he's a plug and play. You play him. FanDuel, I'm not playing him at 7K. Um, Carmelo against his former team, Denver Nuggets. He played them earlier in the season, but it was in Denver. He put up one of his best games of the season. He put up 40, which he doesn't do too often. He usually ends up right around 30 to 35. But this one's in OKC, so I don't know if he's gonna have that added drive. But he's still a safe cash game play, I would say. Saric, absolutely. Since Embiid is out, I always play him. Every single time Embiid is out, I always play him. Always a great play because he gets that usage. Always does well. I like Olynyk since James Johnson is out. I don't know what they're gonna do starting wise. If they're still gonna start him at center, they should because Atlanta doesn't have like a big like that. So he'll still start. He's gonna play big minutes with James Johnson out, and it's a big against Atlanta, so it's an easy matchup. So I definitely like Olynyk. And Thad Young, I always play him in like cash games. He's pretty safe. And John Collins. The only thing with him is he's not going to get more. He's not going to get 25 minutes plus. He'll get 20 to 25, but he's kind of like a PPM monster. So he plays really well in those 20 minutes that he gets, and he's been getting that value at this price. But I'm not going to bank on that too much, so I won't have him in too many lineups. Maybe just one, and that's it.
You're on mute.
Good call. Thank you. Cash, what do you see over there at power forwards?
What I see, the first thing that pops up to me is the Magician, Marcus Aldridge. I love the matchup. I hate the dude. I can't say I hate the player because I used to love him to death when he was a Trailblazer. But I hate this guy in San Antonio. He's in play just because it's the Clippers, but I don't love it. I do like Big Simmons, but I just don't know if I'm able to pay up for him today. Saric, for sure. Like BK said, Embiid is out. I've been doing it the whole year. I fade him every day. I don't think I've played him one day yet since when Embiid plays. And he's been doing well even with Embiid playing now. But yeah, Embiid is out. You can play him. They might even move him to center against Geico, which would be amazing because he could be awesome against that guy. That's it. I mean, Olynyk is in play just because James Johnson's out, but
yeah, the pricing on FanDuel, the pricing at power forward is ugly. like really. I mean, $7K for Mirotic, I get it, but his matchup, like he's gonna, even if he plays power forward, he's gonna have Dario Saric. Dario Saric, it's not gonna be an easy dream matchup. He's a similar player. You can keep up with him. He can guard the perimeter. He can do all that stuff. I
want John Collins, but
yeah.
Let's give the kid some more minutes, please. Come on.
Yeah, I agree. I'd love to play him, but he's on at this price on FanDuel. He's only giving you that 5x, and
that's because he's only getting 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If he got 30 minutes, he can go for 45.
On DraftKings at 5-4 with a double bonus, and the fact that James Johnson is out, I definitely I prefer Collins over there for sure.
That's the reason I love him. There's nobody on Miami that can get him into foul trouble.
Right. They're all
nobody. I love John
definitely.
Collins.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. BK, take us down to Value Town, power forward.
All right. I think Porzingis is gonna play, so that takes Beasley out of play unless Porzingis is out again. Obviously Taj Gibson. Whatever. Play him in your cash games.
No.
Whatever.
No, whatever. Dude can go out and get you 40 any day of the week.
Yeah, but it's against a Minu defense, so I won't have him in GPPs against a Minu. But yeah, he will be in my cash lineup. Yes, Taj Gibson in cash. Yes, just plug him in. I don't know why FanDuel doesn't raise his price. This guy has been under 6K the whole season.
Tatum, he's 6'1". Even they have him more expensive. That's like the one player. It's like the
I
one
don't know what
player
FanDuel has against them. FanDuel don't they don't do it.
They've even like if he goes out and plays bad tomorrow, they put him right back down to 5-2 or 5-3
I don't know what they have against
one game.
them. I think Favors is gonna play. He missed the last game. I thought he was gonna play the last game. I mean, he's only stitches.
So did I.
But this game, I'm pretty sure he'll play now, and it's against Houston. He'll probably play starting center. And his price is 5.5. He was 4.9 the last game, but didn't really play. Now he's 5.5 just because they know Gobert's out. That's still reasonable because his price went all the way up to 7K when Gobert was out the last time. So he's if you think he's gonna play 25 or 30 minutes, then he's in play. Tatum had his best game of the season last game against Memphis. I think he's gonna play a lot of power forward because Al Horford can't guard Thad Young. So Tatum is gonna play some power forward. And that's a good matchup. Power forwards against Indiana all season has been a good matchup. Kyle Kuzma, he didn't play the last game against the Warriors, but this is the kind of game they like to play him in, fast-paced matchups. They'll play Randall at the center a lot. They'll play Nance at the center. I assume Lopez will probably play like 15 minutes this game. Kuzma will probably play 25 to 30 in this matchup at power forward. So yeah, I like Randall because, like I say, he's gonna play center. He did play well in this matchup last time. Let's see, Bobby Portis. If Markkanen is out, he's kind of priced up, but he plays power forward and he plays backup center. So he's in a good spot against Philly without Embiid. So I like Portis. I like Nance too. He's 4,900 against the Warriors. He's gonna play center a lot against them, fast paced. I think he'll easily hit value. Definitely cash game play. Trey Lyles has been smashing. Let me see. He gets what? Carmelo defense? He's been really good. He had a couple of maybe one or two bad games, but he's been really good. And at this price, I'll definitely have some Trey Lyles. The coach likes him. So he's like the Gary Harris at the forward position for them. He doesn't get benched too often. He plays the minutes. The coach likes him. And then Dirk and Coors Field. I'm gonna play him. Actually, I went past the range, right? Oh, this is value, right? Yeah. So Dirk against the Suns. Dirk against the Suns. I like him. He's only gonna play about 25 minutes, but it's an easy matchup for him. And then he starts alongside Klebler. Kleber's been playing pretty well. I think he put up like 30 against the Spurs. Let's see. Yeah, he put up 33 against the Spurs, Klebler. So I'll probably have some lineups where I have Klebler without Nowitzki. I'll have some lineups where I have Nowitzki without Klebler. And then I'm going to have some lineups where I'm going to play both of them because I love the matchup against... Without
West?
No, I'm going to have them... I told you, every lineup is going to have 3 to 4 Mavericks in it. So... I'm going to have a lot of Dirk. I'm going to have a lot of Klebler tomorrow. Jordan Bell is going to be 80% owned tomorrow with in tournaments, in cash. So he is like basically a lock. If you can fade him in a couple lineups because he's going to be so high owned that if he puts a stinker, if he gets injured in the first quarter or something crazy happens, you're going to be way ahead of the field. But he's still way too cheap with Draymond out. They should have probably priced him at like 55 for what he's been doing. So definitely going to have some Jordan Bell. Some David West, you could probably pivot off of Jordan Bell in a couple lineups, or you can play them together. If you don't want to go with my route with the Mavericks, they should both hit value. I don't play Ryan Anderson at home, even though he had a couple good games at home. And let's see. Repko killed me on Saturday. He was 50% owned in GPPs at 3,500, and he barely played. I don't know what they were doing after he smashed Boston the night before. And that's it.
Boston was revenge.
Yeah, Boston
was revenge.
He played so well. I don't know why they didn't play him. They didn't play him on Saturday. He played like a couple minutes, 15 minutes or something.
Udo smashed me on Saturday. It was lovely.
Guys, what you got here?
It was beautiful. Let me go up here. Taj Gibson. I've been playing him just about every day of the year. So why would I stop now against Portland? He's only 5'8" still. He's in play. Love him all the time. All the time. Lakers, you can flip a coin if you would like. Trey Lyles. Oh God. I personally think he sucks. Personally, my personal opinion. Malone, he has a different opinion. He's in play because he's playing so many minutes at that price. Oh my God. I hate this guy. Dirk Nowitzki, matchup. Jordan Bell, ownership, and matchup. If Draymond is 100% out, it's 100. Like he ain't gonna play, or is there a chance Draymond plays?
No, he's out. He's ruled out already.
He is.
Yeah, he's already ruled out.
So Bell's gonna be high owned. Don't be afraid to play West because West has outplayed him many games with Draymond out for the same price at way lower ownership. Believe me, he'd be way lower owned. That's it. Unless you want to play Gorgeous Dong. I'm not gonna play Jerebko. Might be a good matchup for him, but I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather play Tabo. That's small.
I hear you. All right, let's move it over to centers. BK, we're gonna take down the barrier, take us all the way through, and then Cash will take us home with a center rundown. Go ahead, BK.
All right, center. Starting with Towns, he's been just fantastic lately. Just absolutely smashing. Like the first time all season because he was garbage all season. So it looks like obviously they're running the ball through him and Butler. I don't love the matchup because Portland has been pretty decent defensively. Nurkic is back. So this might be a time to hop off of Towns in GPPs. But I think he's still a good cash gameplay just because he's just been on an absolute tear. So I have to look more into that matchup to see what I'm going to do there. Jokic, he didn't play much minutes. I don't think, even if he starts, I don't see him getting more than 30 minutes. So I'm still going to take the wait and see approach on Jokic. Dwight Howard, I like. He's been pretty good. They're not too injured in the front court. I think Zeller might be out, but they're not going to try to play him 35 to 40 minutes like they were doing before. So he'll get about 30 minutes against the Knicks. I hope he smashes Kanter, dunks on his face. I hate Kanter right now. He absolutely screwed me in the revenge game against OKC. He did nothing. He's garbage. I hate his guts. So I hope Dwight Howard kills him tomorrow. I'll play him just for that. Just so he can dunk on his face. DeAndre Jordan, he's been really good. Really consistent lately. They do run some plays for him a little bit, get some alley-oops. He's playing 30 to 35 minutes no matter the matchup. But he's kind of expensive on FanDuel at 8-2, so it's not too much of a ceiling left there. But I do like DeAndre Jordan. Let's see. Kanter, go away. The Suns matchup, I've been kind of guessing right recently. I think tomorrow will be an Alex Len game because of the way Dallas plays. So I think Monroe won't play tomorrow. I think Chandler will start. And I think Alex Len will be the guy who comes off the bench and plays 30 minutes. So I absolutely love Alex Len tomorrow. I'll have a ton of him tomorrow in this matchup against Dallas. He smashed in the last game. I think he had like 48. So he'll be in a lot of my lineups tomorrow. And I'll probably have one hedge lineup with Monroe just in case. Let's see. Udo, he was so highly owned on Saturday. I had none of him. He was like 30% owned. He smashed for 48 against Cleveland. So he is going to probably start again. Going against Houston. Yeah, I don't see why not. So you got to have him probably definitely in cash. He's probably going to be a cash game lock. He's going to be 50% owned, maybe more. But, take a couple shots in GPPs of fading him because if he duds, you'll be way past the field. And that's it.
All right, Cash. Centers. All the way through.
Karl Anthony Towns. If Butler is out, I love him. If I play him, he's going to go get 35. But I love him. Nurkic can't guard this guy. There's no way on this God's green earth that Nurkic can guard Cat. No way. I don't give a damn what he's done or how good they are against centers. None of that matters. Nurkic can't step out to the perimeter and guard him, and Nurkic can't handle him inside. Like, Nurkic is not a good defender. I don't care what nobody says. Nurkic is not a good defender. Jokic, I love to death. Steven Adams is already ruled out. They have not one soul on their team that can handle him. He just went ham in 22 minutes against Boogie in New Orleans. I love that. Maybe he's gonna be Maybe he's gonna be low owned because people think he's not gonna start. He's only gonna play 20 minutes again. Dwight Howard, I pass. DeAndre Jordan, I love. I attack San Antonio with point guards and centers. Pau Gasol, good luck. Magician, good luck. Whoever you want to throw, Bertans, whoever. I love DeAndre. Pass. Capella, I hope you miss. Nurkic, no way. Don't play that guy. Never do. Udo. I'll play Udo again. I ain't scared. It's the same as Cleveland. It's an up-paced game. Yes, sir. Yeah. He had Kevin Love. Who is he going to have in Cleveland if Capella doesn't play? I don't know. Somebody else. Yeah. I'll play him. 4-7. I'm all about it. Brook Lopez. I feel sorry for you, Brook Lopez. You went to the wrong team with the wrong stupid-ass coach. Zach Collins is a punt. You want to go all the way down. That's it. Oh, I feel so bad for Brook Lopez. The donut.
One play I didn't hear either of you talk about. With Embiid out, do we have any interest in any of the value centers of Philly? We will have Rashawn Holmes, which unfortunately he's over at center. Amir Johnson looks like he's kind of getting...
Booker is out.
Oh, yeah. Booker's out. Yeah. So Booker and Embiid are out. You know what I mean?
I like Holmes.
So I think if you're going to punt, he's definitely viable. What about Amir Johnson? I would imagine he's power forward eligible on FanDuel. He's 3.5, and he should see some backup run at center at least. If all they have right now is Holmes and Amir Johnson, then I would think that those two guys would get, mid-20s each?
Yeah.
Or at least one gets 30, one gets 20, you know?
I want Holmes. And I think Holmes is a tremendous... I forgot that Booker's out. I think Holmes is a tremendous pivot from Udo. Like, the pivot of all pivots.
Yeah. Yeah, people
That's
chase
what I
with the
think.
Udo. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I forgot Booker's out. Hell yeah. Play Rashawn Holmes.
I think if you want to hedge, like if you play a lot of Rashawn Holmes, you hedge with one Amir Johnson lineup, a power forward at 3.5. But one of them centers, I mean, like they're both cheap, and they're gonna have to play with Embiid out, so somebody's got to rebound the ball. So it's like, you know.
I think Amir is gonna start. I think.
Amir, you think would start?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's 3.5.
Holmes has been starting.
That's the direction they were going in, but I think lately it's kind of been more Amir's kind of been phased out a little bit, and they've been, Rashawn Holmes has gotten the push because they've been playing Rashawn Holmes at the 4 whenever Sarge is out.
Yeah, but Holmes is small. He's small for Lopez. I think Amir matches up better. They're both slow.
It's a good point.
It'd be more of a matchup thing, I think.
Lopez is so terrible that
I'd rather play Holmes, but I think Amir will start. That's just my opinion on that.
Yeah,
he might, but he sucks. I don't play guys that suck. Amir Johnson sucks. Give me Holmes. He doesn't suck.
I'd rather play Holmes.
All right. Fair enough. All right, that's going to do it for the position-by-position breakdown. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up. That like button means a lot to us. Subscribe to the channel as well. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow there. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Definitely means a lot to us. Also, don't forget to check us out at whitestake.com for more fire DFS content. Our boy BK writes our cash game articles. Mr. CashinDFS writes the GPP articles Monday through Friday for members only. You can check it out. Go to whitestake.com. Look at the subscriptions page. You can see all the different packages we have. We have all different kinds of things to make sure that you're suited with whatever you can afford. We got something for you. Also, don't forget, Johnny the Greek is doing his Yahoo DFS class. He's going to show you his method in Yahoo. There'll be a chat. You go over to whitestake.com, click on the Academy link, and you can sign up there and get some time with Johnny the Greek, looking at Yahoo and how he is profitable on Yahoo on a regular basis. He's going to show you his little secret sauce, so to speak. With that said, BK, anything in closing on the slate?
Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks. Cashin.
If Malone doesn't start Jokic and plays Plumlee 30 minutes, I'm taking a freaking trip to Denver, Colorado.
Fair enough. I like it, guys. I like it. That's going to do it for us. So, for CashinDFS, for Mr. BK, and myself and the entire White Stake Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.